Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekend tarot reading for November 9th and 10th of 2019. So here we are already on the 9th and 10th of November. How the heck did that happen? We're already almost at the full moon in Taurus, which will be right after this weekend on the 12th. We also on the 11th have a really important transit. I'll probably talk more about that on Monday or for the Monday daily, okay? But there's a really interesting Mercury transiting in front of the sun. Go and check out, Gregory Scott explains it a lot in his astrology for November, and I believe White Light Astrology might have covered it as well, but check them both out if you're interested in that kind of astrology. It's kind of interesting. Let's see what's coming up, though, for this weekend here. We have the moon going from Aries into Taurus over the weekend by Sunday. So let's see what's coming up here. Do check out your monthly reads that are up, and I am working to finish them, guys. I cannot believe how busy it's been. Every time I have sat down to finish the monthlies, something has come up, something has happened. It's some Mercury retrograde BS, honestly. It's very annoying. But I can't complain because honestly, this retrograde has been extremely helpful in a lot of ways. But let's use the Hobbit Tarot here to pick up on the energies of this weekend. And let's see what this is going on. What's going on here for this weekend? My one card. I really do not need half of the deck for this, guys. Really. Hold on. It was like, here's 10 cards, and I'm not playing that game today, Spirit. Do one or two at a time, please, and thank you for this weekend. I feel like energy has been picking up a little bit despite the retrograde. Ooh, I really like that first out there. Move this deck here and creaky old chair. Magician, then we get Queen of Swords, the first two out here. Like I said, it does feel like things are moving forward. Things are finally kind of starting to push on. And I think a lot of it has to do with where we stand in it all and where we believed we stood. I think a lot of people have made some decisions about where they're going, what they're doing, and made some important choices in Scorpio. In the beginning of Scorpio season here. Or I guess it's not really the beginning anymore. Which is crazy because I feel like Halloween was like yesterday. Let's check this out here. Magician, Queen of Swords. Decisions that need to be made will be made, and you will feel empowered to make them this weekend. Can we please get one? How else is this weekend playing out? What will be happening? And I'm sorry, Scylla is now losing it over there, but there's not much any of us can do once she starts. So we're going to leave it to Will to try to calm them down. But she's just getting overexcited. Or maybe some big message is about to come out. Let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. And there actually is a really big message coming out. Big changes coming about here. Timing. Divine timing at work and something here. And I apologize. They're losing it. If you're wondering what that high-pitched noise is, that is the littler dog. He makes very disturbing noises. And someday, if you guys want, I will post it. If you want to hear him lose it. It's like a very interesting noise. So anyways, here we get the Magician, Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune are out. Like I said, the change is here. There's definitely a shift in the air. I definitely have been feeling for the past few months or so, honestly, a huge paradigm shift. It's been a very bit intense, like, spiritual awakening period for quite a while here. Ooh, I really like what's coming out here. Six of Wands just popped out. Two of Swords. Can we please just get one more? These cards are coming out. Mercury retrograde has them coming out in all sorts of interesting ways. Usually I feel like I pick cards in a very specific way, or they pop out, but they've been coming out in all types of crazy ways. Knight of Cups. All right, so, and I kind of want to use the Hobbit, not the Hobbit. We're using the Hobbit deck. We're going to use the Game of Thrones deck here to get a couple clarifiers for some of this bigger energy here. The Magician and the Queen of Swords you have the power to make the decisions you need to, or make decisions, again, that maybe we have not felt like we've been able to yet. Yep, Queen of Spears, reverse, Ace of Swords, and then the Lovers. I'm sorry, she is just very excited today. I don't know what's going on, but maybe she's resonating with it. Queen of Wands reverse, or, Queen of Spears in the Game of Thrones deck is Daenerys. And when she's reversed, she really does, it feels like she has a lack of support, a lack of control. She's getting angry. It's getting really frustrating. And, she's going to start spitting fire here, there, everywhere. And no, I'm not going to talk about her from the series in the show, because God, they really screwed that one up. But it still makes me mad. Every time I use this deck, I have to bring up how disappointed I am with that, because I'm disappointed and I want my book. But Daenerys energy reverse is quite destructive. It doesn't have a lot of confidence, isn't feeling very overall in control of any aspect of life, and it's very just out of control type of energies, kind of, especially if you're angry, there's a lot of rage there. But then we get the Ace of Swords with the Lovers underneath all this. And to me, that's showing that we're finally able to make some choices. We see decisions. There is a choice here. What path will we choose? And if we had been unable to see if a path was going to work for us, or if it really wasn't helping us, it could be that, you've been hitting your head against the same wall, trying to walk a path, trying to climb a mountain that has just been exhausting, almost insurmountable, very, very, very difficult to get over. And I really think that we're seeing something from a different light here. It could be that we're making a choice to move away from it and onto something that's better. So for those of you who need to leave something that just continuously does not give back to you whatever you're putting in, that is definitely coming up here. We need to make decisions that will bring us more success, more happiness. And I do feel that we're in a great position to use our mind to overcome these things, to make these decisions, to see things in a new light. We might have a lot of downloads downloads coming in here, understanding from a different perspective, understanding in a clearer sense the questions that we've been asking. Like, if you've been asking your higher self, asking for guidance, asking whatever it is you pray to, like, what do I do? I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I really feel like this weekend we're going to see the answers. We're going to be able to understand where to go. We're going to be able to make decisions. I don't know why they're yelling so much. I am so sorry, guys. I really hope you can't hear her as much, but she's extremely loud, so I know you can hear her. Two of Swords and Knight of Cups. Again, there's decision making. When you get the Lovers and the Two of Swords in the same reading, you know that there are decisions to be made based on something that's coming in. But I also feel that the Knight of Cups has a different quality in terms of choosing with his heart, choosing something that might be more healing, that shows more promise, that might use different talents. So again, if this is a career path choice, you're going to have to make some decisions here. Based on what? Based on what, actually? Let's ask. What would help with this decision here? Because there does seem to be the world. What is going to offer you the world? You guys are waiting for the world. You have something that you want clearly here, and you've been trying to reach it, but it's getting to a point where it's, it's going to happen or it's not. And that's kind of how I feel here. You might have to close some doors to open up better ones, because whatever we've been knocking our head against isn't going to give us what we're asking for, what we deserve. And yeah, Hierophant, we need to realize, King of Cups, he comes out reversed almost, though. I kind of saw him reversed at first, and then I pulled him up right. But this is emotional. I think that for some of you, this is difficult to let go of, a difficult chapter to close, a difficult thing to turn away from after the amount of effort, time, energy we put into it. And it's extremely frustrating. It's been an extremely frustrating go of it, for sure. But when you get the Wheel of Fortune and the World in the same reading, it's time for a shift in energy. It's time for a shift in the chapter. Things are changing. One cycle comes to a close and a better one is coming in. So even if we have to close this out, we have to trust that we're closing it out for something better to come in here. And yeah, it might be emotional. It might leave us feeling very emotionally drawn out. A lot of sadness, exhaustion, feeling very insecure, bad about ourselves, having negative emotions, anxiety, stress, depression even coming up here. The Hierophant came out with the world, and he knows better. Varus is somebody that knows all. He has put in the time, effort, energy to build his, network of knowledge that he has throughout the Game of Thrones universe, throughout Westeros and beyond. And because of that, he's able to always stay on top. And I know that the series is different, man. But I don't know why they did what they did. Because, God, that was the dumbest, stupidest... I can't. Anyways, so we're just going to talk about it from a better perspective. But Varys is always able to stay on top because of what he knows. Despite being, a castrated monk here, he knows how to survive. And he knows how to make life best for him. He knows also what is going to be best for everybody in the long run. And that's what he works towards. What is best for the people? What is best for your whole life? Not just for, your ego. Not just for what other people want for you. You need to think a lot more big picture here. Is this healthy for you to keep hitting your head against this wall? Mentally, emotionally, physically? No. It's time to make a decision here and choose something better. And I think you have the opportunity and the understanding this weekend to do so. Let's pull a romance angel card. Oh my God. Are you guys serious? Everything is dropping. Gosh, guys, please. The cards. Are you guys going to do this to me right now, really? Okay, we're really doing this today. Jesus Christ. Okay. Message from the romance angels. Ooh, separation. Yeah, the time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Some of you might, be realizing something and you might not be able to unsee it. Oh God, I need some time apart. It might not be that all of you guys are separating, breaking up, realizing I don't want to be with this person. I put up with enough. This isn't working out. Or, this connection just isn't the same. It's also saying, you could also just need a little bit of time apart, or you could be spending time apart due to travel, work, etc. But there seems to be a loneliness in this decision making. Not like a bad loneliness, but that you need to make this on your own. Again, I'm sorry if things are loud. I don't know why everyone's being so loud today. Let's see what this is about here. I wish everybody would be quiet. It's just one of those days. Mercury retrograde. As soon as you turn on the camera, everything is loud. Nobody, especially dogs. Let's see. Joy, rejoicing in the present. This is good. Rejoicing in the present. Alrighty. So it is time to find the joy in this moment and to find that joy more often. Should this card come up in your divination, it heralds the arrival of more happiness and profound joy into your life. It is a good omen. Actively seek pleasure and build more of the things that give you personal joy and laughter in your life. After all, we build in appointments for the dentist. Why not for our own pleasure? So there needs to be a break taken, again, a slowing down to make this decision. Allow yourself a day off, allow yourself to relax, and to feel confident in your decision making, to feel confident in whatever's coming through, and to not let, the worst feelings of, not being successful in whatever endeavors you've been coming up against again and again and not having this work out. Whatever it is that you need to close out, it's going to be okay, but there is rest that is needed for this release, for this shift, for this choice that you have to make. So give yourself a break. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, leave me a comment. And, I wanted to show you guys. I got this wonderful, wonderful altar piece of the moon goddess. And I'm just so happy about it. She's so beautiful. It's so, so lovely. This company actually doesn't make, statues anymore. This is one of the last ones that they had, and I was like, I have to have her. She's amazing. But it's the goddess of the moon, and she is beautiful. I'm very excited about that, but I wanted to share it with you guys there. But anyways, have a wonderful weekend. If you want to book a private reading, all the information is right below this video in the description box. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and thank you guys for all of your support. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to share. I do appreciate it, and it really does help, especially with the way YouTube has been screwing everybody over, which has been really fun. So do make sure to subscribe and share and yell at YouTube for me. All right, guys, thank you so, so much. Have a great weekend. Namaste.